Hi, Kevin here. Ooh, too close. Back up a little bit. I hope you're doing well. We are still under quarantine, and I suspect you are too. Anyway, today I'd like to show you how to make sweet roll dough, which you can then turn into cinnamon rolls or orange rolls. I'm going to be making the orange rolls with my dough. Anyway, it's a very simple recipe with very basic ingredients, so let's get started. First up, add a half cup of warm water. That's about 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Put that in a large bowl, and then sprinkle on 2 1/4 teaspoons of active dry yeast. That's 1 packet of active dry yeast if you buy your yeast in packets. I buy mine in a jar. And then we're going to add, well, first we're going to whisk the yeast and the water together. Then we're going to whisk in a half cup of lukewarm, here's the cup, lukewarm milk. This has been scalded and then cooled. We're also going to add 1/3 cup of sugar. Yay! This is why it's called sweet roll dough. Then add, how much is this? 1/3 cup of either room temperature butter or shortening. I'm using shortening today, just for the heck of it. This is plain old Crisco shortening. And whisk that in. And let it melt in the warm liquid. Then add 1 teaspoon of salt. Right? That's 1 teaspoon salt, yes. And 1 large egg. Whisk all this together. My shortening isn't quite melting, but it's going to be kneaded into the flour that we're going to add in just a moment. And for the flour, we need 3 1/2 cups. This is all-purpose flour. And we will be kneading this entirely by hand. So let me clear the decks and then we'll do the kneading work. All right. So now we have to stir the flour into the liquid ingredients. Of course, you'll want a green spoon for this job. Now, I always stir in the same direction because stirring that way helps to develop the strands of gluten. And you stir and stir until you can stir no more. And we are there. Scrape off this sticky dough. And then let me grab my board. You could do this on your countertop. I'm using a marble board that I bought at a kitchen supply store. Let me move you out a little bit. Then we can zoom in because I want you to see the kneading technique. I'm not going to flour the work surface. Not just yet anyway. There you go. And then grab my scraper here. Yeah, I think this dough is going to be pretty easy to work with. So what you do is turn the dough over on itself and then push it out with the heel of your hand, like this. This is good practice if you've never hand kneaded dough. You could also, of course, make this in your stand mixer using the dough hook. What we're aiming for is a smooth and elastic dough. Normally we would use the stand mixer to save time, but right now with everyone under quarantine, I suspect everyone has time to knead by hand. You just keep working it. Scrape up anything that's sticking to the board. Here's a technique that a French baker taught me. You can take the dough and just whack it down on your board a few times if the dough is sticky. And you want to be very rough with it. And you can really just do this with one hand. Yeah, this is already coming together. Look, it's not sticking to my hand. While I'm kneading this dough, let me thank you for leaving comments under my videos. When you leave a comment, you let me know that you are watching the video, and it's all the encouragement I need to continue making videos. Look at that, we are getting there. Oh, this was very easy dough to work with. And we know that dough is kneaded enough when we can pull out a strand or a piece and it doesn't break easily. Can you see? Just knead it for about another minute. If you have time to knead dough, you also probably have time to watch me knead dough. And again, if you've never done this kind of work before, it's very helpful to watch someone else do it. I started making bread when I was about 10 years old. My mother was very good about letting me satisfy my curiosity about baking and cooking. Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous. Actually, hand kneading is very meditative. It's Zen-like. Look at this. Beautiful dough. Fully kneaded. Okay, I'm going to wash out this bowl and then I'll come right back. Okay, so here's my cleaned out bowl and I'm going to spray it with some non-stick spray. You could use oil if you'd like, or shortening. And then in goes the beautiful ball of dough. Whack! And I have the seam side up. Flip the dough to grease the other side. And then throw a sheet of plastic wrap or cling film on top. And then put this in a, you fix this so I can talk with you, so that you can see all the dirty dishes behind me. This goes into a warm spot until it doubles in volume 90 minutes to 2 hours. We'll be back. Hey, I'm back. Guess what I forgot to do? Since we only need half of this dough for our orange rolls, I need to cut it in half. So, taking it out of the bowl, this over here, and then make it fairly even, cut in half. And then this half can go back into the bowl. This will form it into a ball. Cover with plastic wrap. I might have to get a fresh sheet. Nope, I can use this. It's one of those days, folks. And then I'm going to wrap this half and put it in the refrigerator. It will keep there for a good 4 days, and then I can use it for cinnamon rolls or something else. We'll be back. Okay, the dough has almost doubled in volume, so now I want to show you how to make the filling for the orange rolls. Here we go. Had to adjust the camera there. So what I have here is 3 tablespoons of thoroughly softened butter. I actually softened this in the microwave. Get in there, you. And then we need 1 tablespoon of grated orange peel. So I have a couple of oranges here. And maybe we'll only need 1 orange. I'm not sure just yet. And I did wash these oranges in soap and water because that is what the health authorities are telling us to do these days. These days of quarantining. I really love this micro plain zester. Yeah, I think 1 orange is going to be enough. Give me 1 tablespoon of zest. In you go. And then we need 1 tablespoon, or rather 2 tablespoons of orange juice. I'm going to slice this sucker in half. And I suppose I should measure this. I don't have one of those orange or citrus squeezers. So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to try to squeeze this by hand. Guess what? Oranges are very difficult to squeeze after you've removed the peel. A bit of orange right here. I'm going to eat this. See if I have any better luck with this orange. Nope. So I hope you have one of those orange squeezing gadgets at home. This should work. Yep. The unpeeled orange. It's about a tablespoon there. Here's a tablespoon here. You probably already have orange juice in your refrigerator. I, however, do not. And you know what? 2 of those oranges would have been enough. Okay, and then we have to add 1½ cups of confectioner's sugar, also known as powdered sugar. This is a ½ cup measure, so I'm going to do 3 of these. By the way, this is not only the filling we're making, it's also the glaze that will go on top of the rolls. And then we're going to beat this until it's smooth. think I'll add a little more of the orange juice. Just a bit. Yes, almost looks like frosting. Citrus frosting. We're good. Who wants to lick the beater? Okay, let me fetch the dough. And need to preheat the oven. Actually, I don't have to preheat it yet. Later, I will be preheating the oven to 375 degrees. And let's see, I'm going to dry my marble board here and clear the decks. Then I want to add just a tiny amount of flour to the board. Roll up the sleeves. Here's the dough. Ain't she a beauty? Then we need to form this into a 12-inch long by 7-inch wide rectangle. I may need my rolling pin for this. A French rolling pin. Okay, and my handy ruler. Let's see, 7 inches is going to be to here. Then we want to go 12 inches. You don't really have to be exact here. A little wider. Yeah, I like this French rolling pin because it's tapered in the middle. If you want to roll out a perfect circle, say for pie crust, you really want to use a French rolling pin. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, we have more than 12 inches. And we have about 8 inches across. Okay, close enough. I'm going to turn it this way. And then I need to spread half of this mixture, the orange mixture, onto the dough. I'm using an offset spatula here. Yeah, this is very similar to making cinnamon rolls. But instead of using cinnamon, sugar, and butter, we're using orange zest and orange juice and confectioner's sugar and butter. Okay. Then, taking the long end, the 12-inch end, I want to fold this rather tightly . And then when you get to the end, pinch. I think I put too much filling in here. I think I'm out of practice with my orange rolls. Okay, then going to cut this into 12 or so 1-inch pieces. 1, 2. Should probably use my dough scraper to do this. I'll finish that off. Then you need a 9-inch pie pan or pie plate, and you want to grease it. And in go the rolls. Have a look. We'll space them just a little bit apart. I think I softened my butter too much. Of course, your rolls will be perfect because you're not filming a video. When you're filming a video, anything that can go wrong, believe me, will go wrong. And here they are. And I'm going to cover this with plastic wrap and let the rolls rise until they've doubled in volume. It will take about 90 minutes. See you soon. All right, here are the orange rolls, and they took only 45 minutes to double in volume. They look beautiful. So now we get to bake them. Let me talk with you. Oops, too close, too close. So these go into the 375-degree oven for 25 minutes. See you then. And here they are, fresh from the oven. They look terrific, they smell terrific. They're nice and golden brown. So now the idea is to frost them whilst they are warm. So on goes the remaining orange frosting. Oh, I wish you were here to smell these. They have a marvelous citrus scent. And I'm not going to waste any of this frosting. Okay. I'll let these cool for a few minutes and then have a taste. Have a look at this. Yeah, when my friends come by to play bridge later tonight, they're going to have a nice treat. Who am I kidding? Nobody's coming by tonight. Chin chin. You can't screw up these rolls. Hang on. You guys, don't make me beg you to try these sweet orange rolls. I've already eaten 4 of them. Oops. They're slightly crispy on the top, and they are tender and gooey with the orange filling in the middle. They're just perfection. So thank you for baking with me today. I will post the list of ingredients in the description box below. And if you like this recipe, or if you learned anything today, please give the recipe a big thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you very soon with another delicious recipe. Bye for now.